What is up, tasty people? It's your boy Tasty Penguin here. We are back today in Dauntless, and today I'm going to be sharing with you one very obvious tip that I wish I would have known when I first started this game, and hopefully this can help you out. This game is taking the world by storm right now. It is literally blowing off the charts in what I thought it would be. And I am so glad that we have a community in this game to play with now, because for the last year playing this game, there's been enough people in here to have some fun, but it's not been really a giant community. And ever since the release on all the consoles, the full, cross-platform compatibility and everything, this game has really taken off. Look at this. Like, you always have a full server of people just running around in town, and it's amazing. It used to get lonely. But I'm going to be showing you guys one little tip that somebody showed to me maybe 6 or 7 months ago that I wish I would have known whenever I started, and I figured I would share it with you guys. First, I'm going to be, going over a couple of the things that, a lot of the new players, including myself, some of the issues that you guys have in this game. One of those issues being there are so many different monsters and armor and weapons that come with those monsters. And at the same time, you've got to balance out your weapons and armor depending on what you're fighting. All these different elements and all these different play styles with different stats and different passives and all this stuff to balance out among all these different weapons, not including all the armor types. And that's one of the things that gets a little bit overwhelming. And that's one thing that I'm going to be showing you guys how to surpass at the very beginning of the game and make it through 99% of everything with just one simple set of armor and one weapon type of your choice. And it's going to make it a little bit easier for you, because if you could just run around with one thing to, slay it all, it makes everything infinitely easier. Now, the one thing that you need to do in this game is specialize. And when I say specialize, I mean truly specialize, because I know it's so much fun to collect them all. I've got to collect every single one of the weapons and armor and try everything out. But this is what I'm going to be telling you. As far as armor goes, there's only one set of armor, in my complete opinion, that you need to start off with and max out as fast as you possibly can. If I can get in here and find it real quick, the Gnasher. This set of armor is, in my opinion, the most well-balanced and, set of armor. It may not be the coolest looking armor in the game, but it is the set of armor that can rule them all. It's not better than everything, but it's not worse than everything. It is a basic set of armor that can give you good resistances in the areas that you absolutely need, and is almost good for every single fight in the game. Crafting this armor will get you almost everywhere in this game, and if you specialize just building this armor and continuously leveling up this armor, you'll get powerful enough to be able to get through all the heroic fights and stuff like that to be able to specialize. Because if you're trying to balance out building every single weapon to, counteract every single playstyle that you're fighting, it gets exhausting, for one. And for two, you're going to waste a lot of precious resources. And when you get into end game, you'll see right now with my issue, I'm currently trying to level up this axe right here, but I don't have shining arc stones. I've wasted them all. You keep wasting them all because you have so many weapons that you're trying to, adhere for. You're trying to, specialize in every single direction when you just need to go one direction. You save everything that you possibly can with just doing one set of armor and one weapon. It helps out a lot. Now, as far as the weapons go, the weapon that you need to look at the very beginning of the game, these can be obtained easily, are the weapons that don't have an element. If you look over here, this has an element for Terra. This has an element for Umbral. You don't want those at the very beginning. You can if you want to. If you want to specialize in an element and go only against your opposing element, you can do that. But my advice is go for the non-elemental weapons. These three right here at the beginning, no matter if it's hammer or whatever, they're all going to be right there. You want Gnasher, Quill Shot, or Strike? Start off your game by fighting that fighting that monster. Now, pick out the weapon that you want, whether, say you want to be an axe main like me. Pick out the axe main that you like the stats for, or the style, whatever you want. It could look, the way you want, or it could have the stats that you want. 5% damage versus enrage, or you can get 30% of part damage to wound damage, or you can get stamina regeneration and 75 part damage on the next hit. This is the one that I went after. But it's all up to you. grab that weapon and continue fighting that same monster over and over and over again until you get this completely maxed out as far as you possibly can. Keep doing that until you get to the point where you're fighting the monster that you're trying to go for, your goal in this game, and you will by far have an easier time in this game. This method helps out so much, and it is a very obvious thing that people actually do think about, but they do not follow. But it is a tip that will 100% help you in this game throughout the whole game. And I know it may get a little bit boring, but if you're saving all your points, just think of the later armor and weapons that you can build just because you've stockpiled all those resources. And this armor and stuff will help you out. I still find myself using that armor and the solid non-elemental weapons throughout the game. And it really does help out. And eventually you can get to the point to be able to getting armor like this or even steps higher than this. Now, if this helped you out, guys, make sure you drop a like down below if you're new and you haven't already. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. I was looking at Turok here. What's up, Turok? Smile for the camera, dude. But make sure you guys sub to not miss out on any of the tips or tricks in this game. With that being said, I'm going to head out of here, guys. I love your faces, and may the dubstep penguin be with you. Peace out, dudes.